How much of this do you think is on Anderson versus the team playing in front of him? And then do you think that we see Kochetkov potentially start game 3?
Yeah, well, I'll actually start that kind of with the back half thing. So, if I were Brad Brindamore, I probably would have pulled Anderson after that third goal. They scored 3 goals on 5 shots. And I'm not going to sit here and say that those were Anderson's fault necessarily. I mean, I think it's very clear that the team in front of him just wasn't playing up to par. When Florida is on the attack, they're really, really hard to stop. And especially when they get a cycle going, especially when they get that forecheck going, it's just, almost too much. It's like a swarm mentality almost. So I think it's kind of an interesting question who you start next game because, like you said, Freddie Anderson's been their guy throughout the playoffs, and he has proven so far up to this series that he was the guy for the playoffs. So I probably go back to Anderson next game. I think that's a signal of confidence in your goaltender. I think it's just kind of something they have to do. I'd have a short leash with Anderson, but I would go back to him. And then on, the second note, like what you said about this being on him or the team in front of him, I think anytime there's that many goals in that short of a span. They had 2 goals on their first 3 shots, 3 goals on their first 5 shots, and 4 goals on their first 7 shots. Anytime there's that many goals and that few shots, there's something with goaltending. I mean, it's hard not to place a little bit of blame on that. But the Hurricanes just weren't urgent enough. I mean, I just didn't see enough urgency from their defensive unit, and Florida was just, like I said, they have this swarm mentality when they're in the offensive zone. Once they get going, Dallas kind of does this too. We saw this the other night in the Dallas Edmonton game. They're really hard to stop once they get rolling. So I think, again, it's a combination of both, but I'd say this was more a result of the team in front of Anderson tonight, especially.